All right, let's do this. You guys ready for this? Yeah, welcome to day 2 of DevOpsDays, Kansas City. Better start than yesterday, but I think we can do better than that. So, welcome to day 2 of DevOpsDays, Kansas City. Yeah, that's more like it. My name is Aaron Blythe, and I'll be kicking off again today. Thank you for coming back. Did anybody have fun yesterday? Yeah? Anybody learn anything? Okay. By show of hands, who lives in the KC metro area? Ooh, quite a few. Who drove in? Oh, quite a few too. Who drove over 100 miles? Oh, less. Who drove over 200 miles? We got a couple. Who flew in? Oh, quite a few too. Good, good. We got a great mix of people. So I'm going to ask you, did anybody learn something from someone else yesterday? Yes, okay, good. So I want to talk about a tool that you can use, something that you might do differently. The 2 most important tools that I saw yesterday were saying thank you and finding new ways to share. So I want you to do this for me. I want you to practice today by telling someone thank you for something that you learned yesterday or today, and then take that back to your company next week and thank someone for helping you. It's really easy to do, but it's also super easy to forget to do. The other tool is sharing. We have shown you Ignites and open spaces that might be new to you. What if you rethink the meetings that you're having? Maybe have an hour at the end of the day, like on Thursday or Friday, and do some type of meetup and see what happens. You can do those meetups inside of your company. We run meetups in the community, but those are things a total tool that you can use at your company. And one other thing, remember to continually work on listening over just waiting to talk. I tried to ask as many attendees as I could get to yesterday personally what we could do better, and I took all of your feedback to heart. So again, you have the folded paper schedule on your table, and you can find that online at DevOpsDaysKC.org by clicking on program. I'm going to walk through today quickly again. We've got the opening, that's what we're doing right now. Then we're going to have some morning talks. And so, like I said, personally yesterday I read through every bit of feedback that came through on the little slips of paper, and it really helped us out a lot. Things that I saw yesterday was that there's not enough outlets on the outside of the room. So what we did there is we plugged in power strips. So if you're going to plug something in on the outside of the room, there should be a lot more places to plug things in. So that's cool. And also this morning we gave you the option to switch out the chairs for what we used for open spaces yesterday, if that's more comfortable for you. During a break, if you want to switch out for one of those white chairs in the back, we can definitely make that happen. So again, give us a +1 for positive on anything, 0 for neutral, and a -1 for things that don't meet your expectations. And put comments on the back of there and stuff it in that box. After the morning talks, we're going to have taco bar from another Kansas City favorite, McGonagall's Market. So, yeah. Yeah. If you're having trouble finding the diet restriction options, please grab an organizer and we'll figure out where we can find that for you. Was the food good yesterday? Yeah? Did the line move pretty efficiently? Was it good? All right, then let's do whatever we did yesterday. Other time. We'll do it the same. After lunch, we're going to come back and do one more talk that you're really going to want to see, and then we're going to move on to Ignites. You guys saw what Ignites were yesterday. This was rapid fire, 5-minute auto advancing. We're going to do some more Ignite karaoke today, so I'm going to need volunteers for that. So come and find us over at the table with the black tablecloth, either Tom or I, and we can get you set up. So again, open spaces, we're going to turn the conference over to you. So please take those Post-it notes or write on the piece of paper in our idea market. And I want to go over one thing, the law of 2 feet. So the law of 2 feet is a foot of passion is a foot of responsibility. So it expresses the core idea of taking responsibility for what you love. So in practical terms, the law says that if you're neither contributing nor getting value with where you are, use your 2 feet or available form of mobility to go somewhere where you can. It's also a reminder to stand up for your passion. So from the law, we have 4 principles. Whoever comes is the right people. Whatever happens is the only thing that could happen. Whenever it starts is the right time, and when it's over, it's over. So this is a different way of thinking about meetings than the normal half-hour or hour meeting that you have on your calendar. This is a way to get together and not have a set agenda. So it is a different way of thinking, possibly uncomfortable for people at first, but it can be very magical. So after open spaces are over, we're going to have people summarize what was talked about. If this is a role that you're interested in, please self-select, take notes, either electronically or on the piece of paper in the open spaces, and then come up here and talk about that. Again, we have a code of conduct. We take this very seriously. It's okay to disagree, and it's actually expected. We're going to have different points of view. However, it's not okay to be disrespectful, harass, or intimidate others. Got a little bit of feedback on the Wi-Fi. Use the ones that say Uptown at the beginning, and then use the password. There are different SSIDs throughout the venue, so depending on where you're at, there's going to be different points that you can actually connect to. So that's why we don't have like which SSID to connect to. Simply grab the one that's closest to you that starts with that Uptown. Heard a lot of good feedbacks on the shirt, and I've seen a number of people wearing them today. What do you guys think of the shirts? Huh? Good, good. Be sure to pick up your t-shirt if you haven't already today. I hope that many of you choose to come to the DevOps meetup throughout the next year. But it's not the only meetup. There's tons of other meetups. There's going to be more probably added in Kansas City and in whatever city that you're in. So it's a great way to share information with a lot of people. Again, join the conversation on Slack and Twitter. We also have an Instagram, so follow us on Instagram. It's pretty rad. Employers, please post on job postings in Slack. There wasn't very many postings. And one thing I can tell you from reviewing all the data, Slack sends you this weekly update, is that like over 80% of our conversations are private. So I personally tend to put things out in the public, possibly more than anybody cares for. So I use the public channels for nearly everything, but I do know that a lot of private communication goes on. So use that public channel and put your jobs out there, and that's a way that someone can directly message you and start to have that conversation. So I'm so proud to be part of this team. Everyone was busting their ass all day yesterday and the whole year leading up to this event. So please thank an organizer throughout the day. And a huge thank you goes to our sponsors. So thank you. Absolutely, without our sponsors, we wouldn't have this conference. They help pretty much allow us to do this, so that's huge. I have a couple of announcements. We found a shirt, so I'll take this back up to registration, but if you're missing this shirt, I think it says PCU on it, then we found it, so awesome. We also have a step and repeat banner, which I didn't know what that word meant until recently. That's one of those like background type of things. You can take selfies in front of it. You can have someone take pictures of you in front of it that says DevOpsDays. So it's a big banner out there. We had it in the Encore room, and I found out that people didn't know about it. So I think it got moved out to block some sun this morning. So it also has more purposes. And we're going to probably put that out somewhere where you can take pictures in front of that. So awesome. With that, if Kote's ready, I'm going to hand it over to Kote. Awesome.